Welcome back. Just 3 front rowers now remain. Who will be next to be voted off by our comedians? To help them decide, we've got a selection of items. They have to work out which items relate to which front rower and how. So, Josh, can I ask you to step up first to the prop box, press one of those buttons and see what comes up.
So it's the world's smallest surfboard. Is that a shark's tooth necklace? Is this you, Craig?
It is.
It is, yeah, good.
A friend of mine, we decided to teach his girlfriend how to boogie board. We were about 14, 15, and we were waiting for these huge big waves. Him and I caught a wave. A couple of seconds later, we were watching her face went white, the foam went pink, and the shark had come and taken her leg off below the knee. So I had to swim out and stop the bleeding and stop her. We didn't have mobiles that time. We had to get ambulance in. So Great White took a shot at her leg off below the knee.
Good to get a necklace out of it, though, isn't it? Bad news, you haven't got a leg, but look at your new necklace.
OK, thank you, Josh. You found out what the props are for. That's all you're there. You were giving this girl a surfing lesson, were you?
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
Oh. Yeah.
That's beginner's luck for you, isn't it?
Were you not aware of that it was there was a shark?
Well, no. Well, it's the Indian Ocean, so I mean, it's either being hit by a bass or eaten by a shark. It's, you know, it's really. You're more likely to be hit. You're more likely to be hit by a bass than you are to be eaten by a shark or bitten by a shark.
In the Indian Ocean. You sure you're not thinking of a bass?
That's an amazing story. I've never met anyone who's been in the water while someone's actually... I want you guys to recreate what that scene must have been like.
If this girl tunes into this show, if she's just channel flicking, she turns on at this moment, we're acting out the scene in which she lost her leg. While Craig laughs.
I don't think we should feel too sorry for her. She made millions out of Paul McCartney.
OK. Yeah, I'd like you to act it out.
I want to be the shark.
I'll be the bus.
We could do it as a scene from On the Buses. I hate you, Sharky. OK, so, no, I'm South African, no.
Yeah.
Craig. I'm really looking forward to my first surfing lesson. I'm all ready, just tell me what to do.
Right,
I've got my surfboard, and I've got my wetsuit, and, of course, my bus pass. So, OK, should we get in the water?
Shall we get in the water? All you've got to do is lie down on your front.
Right.
Now...
I'm loving it so far.
It's only going to get worse.
Do I have to actually bite your leg, OK?
Hold on, Craig.
What?
I have a slight stabbing pain in... And also, I can't feel my legs.
What's wrong with the other one?
Well, I've got nothing to feel it with.
So, Roisin, you're up next. You're going to approach the prop box and press one of the buttons and see what there is.
It's a helmet, flower. It's a very nice vase. I think it's Natalia.
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Is this something you've sent someone after you've shot them?
It's something was sent to me.
So, a head?
Flowers. It was my dad.
It was your dad?
Yeah. It was my wedding day. He made a present.
Oh, OK.
3 skydivers landed and...
3 skydivers landing at your wedding? You must have shit yourself. So what did you think when you saw 3 men coming out of the sky like the SAS?
One woman.
1 woman, 2... OK. You knew that from the ground.
Yeah, you can
I recognise boobs when I see them. Was your dad at the wedding?
Yes, he asked them to land.
Yeah. He asked them to land.
Yeah.
Don't float about up there forever.
Yeah.
Not at these prices.
Well, look, I've never been to a wedding where anything like that happens. I like to see what that might be like. Would you like to just act out Natalia's wedding with the skydiving flower bringers?
I'll be Natalia. Do you want to be my husband?
Yeah, I'll be your husband.
I've had such a lovely day.
It's been brilliant. But look, who is this falling from heaven?
That is a lady.
My goodness.
At last my flowers have arrived. What have your rubbish family done?
Thank you very much. Well done. OK, so Frank, press the remaining button, see what comes up.
Now, I'm guessing this must be Elise's thing by a process of elimination, as you'd say in your country. It's a Malteser-based story.
It is.
Clearly.
It is, yeah.
And does it involve school children?
Not children.
School teachers?
Yes.
OK. So I'm guessing there's a school teacher game called Hunt the Malteser.
It was a competition to see who could put the most Maltesers in their mouth.
So I'm guessing that you won.
Yes.
And, of course, I have to ask, how many did you manage to get in your mouth?
26.
26. That is a lot.
Yeah.
But did you gag? You weren't sick or anything?
The rule is you can't dribble.
No.
And you're not allowed to start chewing. Obviously,
I've got to say, it's the same in Craig's line of work.
All right, all right. So, it's time to choose, because one of the front rows has to go. Who's it going to be?
I think Craig is obviously through to the final.
Well, I don't know. Craig is such a temptation. I'm almost tempted to get rid of him because it's impossible to say anything without it sounding like a knob joke. I think Natalia should stay and that Craig should stay. I'm sorry, Elise. I think you're lovely.
Sorry, Elise, as well. I think you're amazing.
Sorry, Elise.
So, sadly, it's goodbye to Elise, a primary school teacher who once won a competition for throwing Wellington boots. Particularly impressive as a pupil was wearing them at the time. Elise, thank you very much. Off you go. Thank you. Elise. So, we are now down to our final two, Craig and Natalia. Only one of them will be taking home the Don't Sit in the Front Row trophy tonight. Final decision on who's provided the best comedy material will be down to our audience. But before the audience votes, Craig and Natalia get to choose one of our panel to stand up for them. So, Craig, who are you going to ask to speak on your behalf?
I was hoping that Frank could do a South African accent.
Frank, would you like to take the floor and say a few words for Craig?
It's often said that great oak trees from little acorns grow. And when we saw that just ever so slightly camp picture of Craig at the beginning, we thought, well, yeah, he's a little bit of a lad, but, you know, I don't see anything special here. But then the doors opened. Death, accountancy, pornography. I mean, you were the Swiss Army penknife of comedy. You've supplied everything. And I like you're a man who's, in your career, you've pressed forward and backward.
Very well put. Thank you, Frank. Natalia, it's your turn to choose one of the panel to speak on your behalf.
Because maybe I'm blonde, and I see a beautiful blonde lady there, so could you please?
Yes, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalia is one of our finest shooters in the country at the moment.
I think Craig could also be described as that.
I think Natalia is very funny and a bit killy. The good side of killy, the sexy side of killy, which is, as we all know, the best side of killy. So I think you should keep Natalia.
So, who has provided the best entertainment this evening? In a moment, I'll ask you to hold up your red cards if you think Craig should win, and yellow cards if you think Natalia should win. So, can you hold up your cards now, please?
Oh, my God.
That's a fairly big win for the Reds, which means bad luck to Natalia, and congratulations to Craig. Come on up and get your award. Woo, well done. Congratulations, there you go. Well done. Well, congratulations to Craig. Commiserations to all our front rowers. A big thank you to Josh Widdicome, Roisin, Conaty and Frank Skinner. And remember, wherever you go, whatever you do, don't sit in the front row. Good night.